This conference will now be recorded.
See my screen. We are in a discussion of Power BI service, and we are almost done, 99.99% done. The remaining part we are going to close, and will understand the differences between Power BI Pro and Power BI Premium on a high level with respect to developer, and we'll close the Power BI service discussion today. So now, uh, yesterday we are at settings, and we are done with all the general notification item, developer, personal storage, and manage gateways. Till here we are done, and Power BI settings also we done. The next one is like manage embedded codes. Manage embedded codes is nothing but, so let me go to the workspace first, and then after select manage embedded codes. It is saying that you don't have any embedded code. So here, like if you go to that workspace once again, and if you go to that specific report, there is an option called embed in the top of the report. So like here, explore. So we don't have that option here, but generally, just a second. Okay, yeah, embed report, we have an option here. Embed report, whenever you select that, you have an option called SharePoint Online, website or portal, developer playground. You have this one. So whenever you click on SharePoint Online or website or portal, like you are able to see that there is a one code which is generated here, and I'm just copying that one, or you can select this one also first. I select the first one and go to some incognito window and paste that. So like it is asking for a login, or what I will do is, mm, yeah, it is asking for a login, and mm, mm, and I'm just pasting the code whatever we have here, iframe code. Then after, I'm saving it as save as abc.html. I'm mentioning in my desktop, and then after I'm opening that file with a browser. So in both areas, it is asking for a sign in. Okay, so let me sign in by opening that one. Let me sign in by opening that one in a Edge only, Microsoft Edge only. Like because I logged in Power BI service here in Edge, so I'm signing in here only. If you observe this one, you are able to see your report, and you are able to interact with the report. But the remaining everything, whatever you have here, whatever you have here, whatever you have here, that is not coming from Power BI, which is nothing but you are unable to see all these options. You are unable to see like all the options which are available here. You are unable to see the options which are available there. Only this specific part you are able to access from a third party website, or that can be a browser, or that can be any other website also. Embed is nothing but like integrating your report in a third party website, in another website, not in Power BI. For that, you have an option called SharePoint Online. SharePoint is a site, internal site. There you can embed, or you can embed in a website or portal, or a developer playground is nothing but it is again Power BI embedded analytics platform. Okay, so here you can write a code, and you can work with embedded. So we are not going to look into that one. No need to worry at all. That is all about embedded. Now, when we are creating a embedded code, the generated code, whatever I placed here, that is available as part of this embedded manage embedded code section. Generally, that will be available here. Okay, so why it is not available here is to understand clearly. When Power BI initially introduced, we have a Power BI embedded. So I don't want to confuse you people. Like, understand from here clearly. Whatever the report that you created, once you publish that one in a cloud, you can access that one. You can access that one from Power BI service. First point. Other than that, you can embed, you can add this report in a third party websites also. If you have any website, you can do that one. Here, like displaying your report in that website, technically you are calling it as embedding. Now, displaying your report in a website called embedding. This embedding is of two types. Two types. One is the embedding option, which is available for only report embedding part. You can call it as report embedding, which means that in Power BI section, in Power BI section, at a report level, you are going to see an option called embed. This embed is nothing but it is going to give a code you need to place in a website. That's it. Code is nothing but a report link it is going to give. You just need to place it in a website. The another one is it is completely a separate platform or a technology which is going to allow you to embed data set, report, dashboard, visual, app, everything. Whatever you want to add, you can add everything in a website. For this one, you require to work with APIs. You need to write a code, the Angular JS or Java code or .NET code you need to write. From that code, you need to call the API. Whatever the API that you call, it can be report, or it can be dashboard, this can be visualization, this can be app, this can be entire workspace. That is based on the API that you call. So ఇదేంటంటే ఒక టీవీ రిమోట్ లెక్క మీరు ఏ ఛానల్ పెడితే అది ఓపెన్ అయ్యిద్ది. ఇక్కడ కూడా మీరు ఏపీఐ కాల్ చేస్తే అది వచ్చింది. దీనికి కోడ్ రాయాలి. దీనికోసం వెబ్ డెవలపర్స్ వర్క్ చేస్తారు. Okay, so this is completely a separate technology. For that for that web developers are going to work. Here the major work is not creating a report, not creating a dashboard, consuming a report and dashboard which is already there and place it as part of a website. That is what the purpose of this technology. For that, like you can search for Power BI embedded. You can click on that embedded analytics overview. So it is all about embedded, like embedded analytics. This is all Power BI embedded analytics. Like here, you will see all the features, embedded interactive reports, and then after customizable user interface. Everything it is mentioning here, and then after Power BI embedded Power BI embedded APIs, embedded APIs. So for embedded analytics automation. So here rest you are able to see that rest operation groups and Power BI embedded APIs for reports. You see embedded analytics, Power analytics, and the clients, customers, get reports. Just a second. Okay, so now if you observe, these are all the different options that you have. Get data sources, get data sources in a group, get export to a file status, get a page in a group, get pages, get report, get reports. All these things are different APIs. How to call that API was mentioned here, and the JSON for that, and the definition, and everything is there. So based on the requirement, web developer is going to call get reports API or get report API, get reported in a group API based on the requirement. This is all related to Power BI embedded. So web developer is going to take care of that one. You no need to worry at all regarding this one. That is all this one. So we are not worrying about this one. We are not concentrating here. And here, whatever we have here at a report embedding level. So this type of embedding, we have an option only at a report. For that, a code will be generated. That code we are going to use it as part of a website. Now again, here we have two types are there. One is public embedding, secure embedding. Public embedding, a secure embedding. A public embedding and secure embedding, previously it is open for everyone. But later on, after before 3 years or 2 years back, they disabled this one for all the users. In the initial days, it was open for everyone. It was open for everyone. And then after last 2 years or 3 years, it was disabled for everyone. Why? Because public embedding means this can be viewed by everyone. Whatever the report link that I shared before, by using whatever the report link that I given here, file, embed report, website or portal, this link, if you give it to anyone, they can automatically view the report. This may lead security issues because an unauthorized person is able to access our data. That was the reason they moved this one from available to everyone to admin settings. They moved this one admin. So in a Power BI admin portal, if he allow public embedding, then only it will be displayed. Otherwise, it is not going to display for developers. Then after secure embedding is nothing but it is allowing you to generate a code, but it is asking you to sign in, which means yes, you can embed this one anywhere, but the person who has the access for this data, they only can see the report. That was the reason we are able to access, because I clicked on a sign in, that because I have the access, then only I am accessing this report. That was the story, backend story. Over a period of time, these are the things which are happened. Okay, so now, like if you want to google it, public embedding in Power BI, published to web from a Power BI embed report in a secure or a website. Mm. Embed Power BI embed reports, after signed in, role level security, grant access, licensing, page name, set which go open for. The secure embed option works for the reports that are published to the Power BI service. The other Asian users. In a public embedding గురించి అటువంటి అని చూస్తున్నాను అంతే. ఇక్కడైతే లేదు, అంతకుముందు అయితే ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు మేక్ యువర్ రిపోర్ట్ పబ్లిక్ and embed in a public website, then published web is the right option. Published web should never be used for a confidential or a proprietary data. సో ఇక్కడ వాళ్ళైతే మెన్షన్ చేశారు కానీ లైక్ దాని గురించి డీటెయిల్స్ చెప్పలేదు. బట్ ఇన్ అడ్మిన్ పోర్టల్ వీ యూస్ టు హ్యావ్ దట్ సెట్టింగ్ వన్స్ అపాన్ ఎ టైమ్ దట్ ఈస్ ఓపెన్ ఫర్ ఎవ్రీ వన్, దెన్ ఆఫ్టర్ దే మూవ్ టు అడ్మిన్ సైడ్. So this is what we observed as part of this class. Now, so whatever the embed that you selected, like a public embed that you selected, whatever the code that it got generated, uh, that code will be saved here as part of manage embedded codes. That will be there as part of manage embedded codes. Okay. The next one is Azure analysis services migrations. Azure analysis services to Power BI Premium, which is nothing but ఇది like this is a part of like data sources, like what is analysis services and everything you are going to get there. We'll discuss there. Anyways, I'm not going to showcase the migration part, but what do you mean by analysis services? Why we may need to migrate and everything? I'll explain there. So then after admin portal, generally it will not have the access for all the developers. Only like Office 365 admins they will have the access. From here, you can enable or disable the settings whatever we have for embedded or a premium or a fabric. All the settings you can update here. So these are the about settings. Then after you have a downloads option, there are a couple of plugins that you can download like Power BI Desktop, Gateway we observed, Report Builder we are going to see, Analyze in Excel updates, One Lake File Explorer. So these are the different softwares. If you want to download, you can download it. Then after we have a question mark, which is nothing but help and support option. Like if you want to submit an idea or if you want to ask any question, and if you want to view a current to known issues, means it is a blog, Power BI blog. If you want to see anything, you can access this one. Then after you can observe your license, what is the type of license that you have, and if you want to sign out, you can sign out. This is all about Power BI service. Only these things you can do in a Power BI service once you publish your report. Now, the next topic is the next topic is I mentioned Power BI service is a cloud-based application. Cloud-based application, or technically we call it as software as a service. I mentioned. Yes, we are able to log in and we are able to perform all the activities that are there in Power BI service in the last 5 to 6 classes. Now, this Power BI service, whatever we have been working, it is having a two types of licenses. One is Pro license, Premium license. A Pro license, it is going to cost by hour. So sorry, by user, by month. User wise, month wise, that is going to cost. Current cost is $10 per month per user, and it has some limitation. Only 8 times refresh you can publish. 8 times refresh you are going to configure. Each report can have 1 GB of a data. Each data set you can have, each workspace you can have 10 GB of a data. It is not going to support paginated reports. What is paginated report we will observe in this class. And it is not going to support embed. It is not going to support streaming. Like that, we have some more disadvantages are there with the Pro. These all are related to Pro account. Okay. So Power BI service, whatever we have been using, it has two types of licenses. One is a Pro, the second one is a Premium. A Pro license per month per user, it is going to be $10. You can configure a schedule refresh 8 times. What do you mean by schedule refresh? You already know. And each data set you can hold a 1 GB of data. Whatever the data set or semantic model that you are using, it can have a maximum 1 GB. Entire workspace can hold a 10 GB. Till here you might able to understand. So it is not going to support a paginated reports. What is a paginated report? Is nothing but whatever the reports that we have been observing, these are interactive reports. Interactive reports, which means you can interact with the visual and you can perform a slice and dice. But there is a different set of reports which we are going to create with the help of report builder. You are able to see paginated report builder. We are going to create another set of reports by using a Power BI, which is nothing but a report builder based reports. I'm quickly downloading and installing that software, and I just want to showcase how to create a report by using a report builder. So that software was downloaded, and I'm just installing that one. Click on next, accept, next, next, install, install. Just a second.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so click on yes. Click on finish. Now the software installation is done. I am opening another tool called Report Builder. Report Builder. Power BI Report Builder. So this page-related reports is completely a different technology, and I'm just showcasing how to create a one small report, but people will not expect you to have this one as a mandate skill, but there may be a requirements on this one also. If you get a job on this one means you may need to learn this one, but it will not take much time. Okay, so I just open that report builder. Then after, like it is empty space where we can create a report. I'm adding one data source here from semantic model. Semantic model. Okay, I require right click, add data sources. Click on sign in. Click on sign in. Sign in. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to connect to the data set which we published. One of the data set which is published. So I connected to that security data set which is published. Now, now we are going to create a data set. We are going to create a data set from the data source, whatever we configured here. Click on a query designer. It is reading the data. Now, whatever you have in that model will be displayed here. It looks like we have a dim country, like I'm adding a country here. Click here to execute. So whatever the data that we have, it is getting displayed. Then after sales, I'm just dragging that one, and then after a profit, click here to execute and click on OK. So now click on now click on OK. So this is the data that I loaded. Now right click and you can select a visualization. Like however we have visualizations on Power BI, here also we have visualizations. And I'm creating a table visualization and I'm adding that fields country, sales, and a profit. I'm adding that one, and I'm placing here. And similarly, I just wanted to create a two visuals. Okay, insert. This time, like a matrix, I'll use country, profit. Okay, so now run it. Whenever we run it locally, it is going to execute and load the data. You are able to see the data came here, and you can execute a report in a multiple pages. Okay, so now this is what a paginated report is. Whenever you run it, you are going to get the report, and you cannot click there on the data items. It can be bar chart or pie chart or whatever the chart. You cannot click. Even once you publish, you are going to see like this only. You are going to have a multiple export options, and user is going to generate a report, view the report, and they are going to export it like this. Technically, it is almost similar or exactly same as SSRS that we have in Microsoft BI. So these paginated reports, if you are having a pro license, you can create it a desktop, but you cannot publish on a cloud. You cannot publish on a cloud. Similarly, embedding whatever I mentioned, embedded analytics, if you design any code or whatever the reports that you have or whatever the dashboard that you have in Power BI service, you cannot call that reports or dashboards if you are having a Power BI Pro license. Streaming is nothing but real-time data, live data. You cannot connect with live data by using a Power BI Pro license. If you want to work with all these things, like you want to work with the paginated reports, if you want to work with embedding, if you want to work with the streaming, and if you want to more than 8 times, 48 times you can perform a schedule refresh if you are having a premium. And you can have a 10 GB of a one report data set. You have a 100 GB data set size. If you want all these things, you require a premium capacity. Premium capacity is going to cost per month $3,500 as a starting price. It has a further levels also. It is just $10 per month per user. It is going to be a $3,500 per month to have this one. Technically, we are calling this as shared capacity, and we are calling this as dedicated capacity. Dedicated capacity. Dedicated capacity. Okay, so this is all the difference between pro and a premium. So as a developer, so if you want to compare these two things in a easy understandable manner, Let's assume that you have a laptop. You have a laptop or a desktop, and you have a mobile. Now you want an internet. For a mobile, you may have, if you are using some like Geo or XYZ, you are going to get a 1 GB free or something, and then after you are going to have a daily pack or a weekly pack or monthly pack, something is there. Okay, so it has some limitations. Previously, we used to have some limitations, but anyways, this is for only this one. But if you want an internet for your laptop and desktop, you can access from here also. But if you have an unlimited internet connection, which is going to be a 500 or a 700 or 800 per a month, 800 per a month, you are going to get unlimited internet, and you can connect for any number of devices like that. So a premium is kind of an infrastructure you are going to get. With that, you can use that one for a multiple services. A pro is specific to the user. For a monthly billing rate, we have with some limitations. You can complete your activities. That is all about a pro and a premium. And how do you identify you are going to have a premium or not is at a data set level. If you see this is a diamond, which means that the workspace is enabled with a premium. For some workspaces, you will not see this one diamond, that is a pro. That's it. So if you observe a diamond after a workspace name means that is a premium. Otherwise, that is not a premium. That's it. So that is all about a Power BI service and Power BI premium features. And I'm done with that Power BI service. Now we are going to continue with a further topic from next class.